Hey guys, it's Ladders to Nowhere here with my my redneck friend from work, Dave, who probably is the most paranoid son of a bitch I've ever met in my entire life. Dave hoards ammunition. He's got like what, 1,000 rounds per weapon, per caliber type.
Yeah, give or take a few.
Give or take a few. 20 some odd guns, handguns, assault rifles, whatever. He lives across the border in PA, so it's a little easier for him to get those things. But Dave honestly believes there's going to be some things happen someday where, you know, the zombie apocalypse or I don't know, the Mayan calendar bullshit thing might be right or whatever, where he's going to need these weapons. And I thought it related a lot to this gameplay. Not necessarily that this gameplay is about, you know, post-apocalyptic America or the world or whatever, but that, you know, it's the art of survival, I guess. You know,
basically with me, when, you know, shit hits the fan, no matter what it is, I want to be ready for it. Whether it's the end of the world or zombie apocalypse, I want to be ready for it.
And he actually believes that this might happen, and that's what baffles my fucking mind.
Like, have you seen these idiots on the news, bath salt, eating people's faces? And, you know, I don't want my face to get eaten. I don't know about you.
I can't believe that would that bath salts would be enough of a problem to, like, be world dominating. Like, how many people do you hear about bath salts? Like, yeah, there's been a few cases lately, but it's not like, I mean, shit, if that, you know, there's more cases of celebrities dying from AIDS or overdoses on a regular basis than, you know, cases you hear of bath salts. So
there's enough people trying to go for a cheap high out there that are willing to try anything. I mean, why do you think they came up with who the hell thought of smoking bath salt?
I don't even know if they smoke it, actually. I don't really know that much about it. I'm gonna seem like a naive idiot, but I think I don't know if they smoke it or if they fucking boot it, or
I'm pretty sure it gets smoked. I've never done it, never will, but I'm pretty sure I've seen on the news that it's from smoking it, but I could be wrong.
And it's not actually, another naive moment, it's not actually bath salt, it's the chemical that's in bath salt, and they, like, derived formulas how to make it now, but they still call it bath salts or something fucking stupid like that. I don't know.
It's just sad that it's gotten so bad that it's illegal to have bath salt. They don't even sell it in New York or PA anymore. So there's got to be enough retards out there doing it.
Nice work.
Yeah, but there's, you know, a ton of retards. I don't know. I mean, in my mind, there has to be more cases of people getting drunk and running over fucking, like, kids than someone eating someone's fucking face off in bath salts. I can't see it that it's that big of a problem. And after hearing about this shit on the news, I can't imagine too many people are doing it on a regular basis. I don't know. But, so I want to talk about the end of the world again. And why do you think it's going to happen? Like, I know you believe. I've known you forever. I know you believe this shit's going to happen. I want to know why.
You know, you can't think that just because we live in the U.S. that nothing bad can happen. I mean, look at 9/11. There's other things that have happened that, you know, we've got enemies, and, you know, who knows? We could have nukes sent our way. It could be a lot of things. Just to think that just because we live in the U.S. we're safe and nothing bad can happen.
Well,
it could be Mother Nature. It might not even be people. It could be an act of God. You never know.
God.
I know you don't believe in God, but when I say act of God, it could be, you know, severe weather, earthquakes, you know, whatever. It might have nothing to do with people.
Well, yeah, I mean, sure, there's always that possibility, but if something severely happened like that, like you mentioned nukes or earthquakes or whatever you think is going to happen. Now, earthquakes, if they're not severe, yes, there could be some sort of area where, you know, not everyone's dead, everyone's fighting for supplies, fighting for survival. And in that case, I guess I can see it. But in the event of a nuclear fallout, I mean, pretty much you're fucked either way. You know, you could have all the guns and food stored up in the world. If you get exposed to that fallout, you really don't have long to live anyway.
Unless you're, you know, outside the fallout area and you happen to be one of the people that survive and live through it, and there's obviously going to be people that make it through it, and the people that are left are going to be desperate and trying to survive and take care of their family, and they're going to do what they have to do: steal, loot, kill. You know, I mean, it could happen. Hopefully, it never does. But to say that it won't,
I just like with nuclear fallout, for instance. Like, we live what, 4 to 5 hours away from New York City. I'm pretty sure someone was going to target the U.S. At least if I were going to target the U.S., the main points would be like New York, L.A., somewhere in NorCal, somewhere like Florida area, somewhere in the middle. Try to get that fallout to basically cloud the whole continental U.S. So I can't see. There's no way we're outside the fallout zone. No way. New York City gets hit 4 to 5 hours. I mean, that fallout, unless you got a bomb shelter, which you want anyway, because you're that paranoid.
A little out of my price range now, but you know, it'd be nice.
I can't see it. I don't know. I'm naive, I guess. I have too much faith in humanity, I guess. I don't know. I don't always lock my car, and we don't necessarily.
Well, now you're going to be a target. That's an open invitation right there.
Well, they'd have to know exactly where we work. But yeah, I don't always lock my car. I do lock my house only because, you know, I have Nico, you know, my 2.5-year-old son. I don't mess with that. But I don't know. I have too much faith that, yeah, there's bad people and shit can go bad, but I can't see it. At least not in our lifetime. I mean, I think it'll happen, but I don't think it'll happen in our lifetime where we really have to worry about it. Like I said, I have a few guns from just shooting when I was younger and stuff. And I don't even keep ammunition for them in the house. And that's not because of Nico, because they put away, but I just don't feel the need to. I don't know. You know, it's, you know, obsessed with shooting games and stuff like that I am in the video game world. In real life, I just don't feel the need. I guess that, you know, contradicts the bullshit about, you know, video games having an influence on people and their actions, and you gotta, at least with me, I don't have any reason to hoard up weapons.
To me, it's more, you know, it's our right to be able to bear arms, and, you know, as long as you're a law-abiding citizen and don't have a record and you pass all your background checks and stuff and you can have them, you should be able to have them. And, you know, if you want a lot of them, well, go for it. You know, someday it might be hard to get them, and you never know. Hopefully I never need them, but someday it could happen. I mean, to say that it'll never happen, I just don't believe it. I think we'll see it in our lifetime, the way things are going in the world. I mean, you know, we're not that old. I just think, you know, something could happen. I don't know what. Like I said, it could be an act of God, and it could be looting and people rioting because there's a shortage on food and supplies and gas, and, you know, it could be that. It could be a lot of things. I don't know what it'll be. I just would like to be ready, you know, in case it ever happens. And, you know, Tim over here, he always picks on me for it, but it's better to be prepared than not.
I guess. Is being prepared, I'm just going to throw this out there. Is being prepared for what you're talking about, is that why you actually own a shoulder holster for a .44 Magnum?
Well, I originally got that for hunting, because in PA you can hunt with revolvers, and I got into it a little bit and wanted to learn how to hunt, and I got it for that reason. And my main thing is, you know, if something bad happened that, you know, with guns you can protect yourself. Living in PA, you could get food, you know, you could survive, and that's the main reason why I have it. It's, you know, I'm not paranoid that I'm gonna get attacked walking into work, or you know, it's just to have them at home. I like to own them. I like to collect them. I like to go out and shoot them. It's more than just hoarding them.
It's more than hoarding.
You know, I don't, you know, stock up just because of the end of the world. I do it because, you know, the cost of everything's going up. And, you know, you buy it while it's cheap and you hold on to it. I mean, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Talk to Tim, you're going to hear something different, but, you know, he's not anti-gun, but as far as I'm concerned, he's pretty damn close.
I'm not anti-gun at all. I think it's okay to own firearms. I just, I don't know. At what point is it from being a fan of something and enjoying doing something to over-obsessing about it? And, you know, I think that a lot of, I don't know, it's just...
Me collecting and stocking up on guns and ammo, to me, is no more... It's not any worse than sitting playing video games for 8 hours a day. I mean, people say that's being obsessed and, you know, but, I mean, it's just something people enjoy. I mean, Tim likes playing video games. I like collecting and shooting guns. To each his own, I guess.
Okay. When's the last time you shot one of the guns?
You know,
yeah.
I haven't shot them in a while, but, you know, it's something I like doing with my kids, or if friends come over. You know, it's really not fun just going out there doing it by yourself. When you go out there with a couple friends and you want to have a competition, you know, who can shoot better or whatever, you know, that, but we all have lives and it's hard to do it all the time. And not only that, it's very expensive. So, no, I don't do it all the time, but if it was a lot cheaper, I probably would.
I suppose so. Yeah, like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't know. I don't feel the need to do it myself. Like I said, I do enjoy shooting guns. I've actually come down and shot guns with you a few times, and, you know, I had fun. I just, I don't know. How much have you spent on weapons, you know?
It's a lot. I've lost track. You know,
what's your most expensive gun that you bought so far?
Most expensive gun I got I bought used. It was $1,000. But you know, I've got so many that, yeah, it does add up. But, you know, so do video games. I mean, $60 a pop. You know, Tim's probably bought a couple hundred of them.
Well,
you know,
yeah, I suppose. But, you know, I do trade them in if it's something that I'm not enjoying playing, or if it's something that I'm done with, or it has a terrible multiplayer or something like that. I do trade them in. In fact, I was gonna upload some Max Payne 3 gameplay, and I actually was playing it a little bit the other day, and I realized I don't really enjoy it, so I got rid of it. I did pick up Space Marine, and actually I gotta say that's quite fucking fun. Once I, you know, build my character up again, or build him up, for that matter, I might upload some of those, because that it's kind of like Gears. Actually, it plays a lot like Gears. For the most part, it reminds me a lot of Gears, and it's so you're screwed if you're a new character, because the upgrades and the weapons you unlock and all that really matters in the gameplay. So until I, you know, can be a little more competitive and have some better weapons and stuff like that, it's, you know, I only played a couple matches. I think I'm like level 5. So once I get up to like 10, 15 or something like that, and I unlock some of the better stuff, I'll upload some of those so you can see what that's like if you haven't played it. But yeah, well, off topic. Yeah, video games, I mean, they're expensive. You spend a lot. You can spend a lot. For a while there, I was buying a game or two a week, and yeah, it's a little expensive. But if you trade them in, I mean, I actually have only paid cash for I think one game this year, and I've just been trading in old games. Like Best Buy this week had a 100% trade bonus, so every game you trade, you got double the money basically. So I think I took back some older games and stuff like that. I ended up getting like $140 credit. And I bought like Witcher 2, Space Marine. I rebought Homefront just to get some. I used to enjoy the multiplayer on that, so I thought I would rebuy that. And fuck, what else did I buy? Oh, SOCOM for PS3. So I'll probably have some SOCOM gameplay once I get into that. I haven't even opened it yet, but it's something I wanted since it came out and just never bought. But yeah, you're right. You're right. And I guess all I was trying to get across is why rednecks feel the right to stockpile arms.
I mean, and also think about this. I mean, in Elmira, you hear all the time about people breaking and entering, getting robbed, whatever. PA, where I live, you don't hear that often because they know every redneck has a gun, whether it's a shotgun, your muzzle loader, or whatever. You're more to think twice. Being that, hey, everyone in this area hunts, and in New York, it's so damn hard to own a weapon that most people don't even have them.
They have them. They have them. They just can't shoot them because they fucking hold them sideways, try to throw the bullets out again.
That's the ones that get them illegally, but it's true.
Yeah, they're here. Don't worry. I just. In PA, you don't hear about that shit because it's a low populated area. I mean, in Elmira, you can not that I would, but you could break into a house and escape through backyards and possibly get away. I don't know. I don't know what police reaction times are like around here. But in PA, I mean, you literally would have to drive. At least where you live, you literally would have to drive to someone's house to fucking break in. Like, you couldn't just walk and then run away because you'd be running through the woods for fucking an hour.
That's true unless you live in town, which even in town, it doesn't happen. You don't hear it much.
That's because your town is like one square block.
It is small, but...
Dave, literally, if he wants to go to a restaurant to eat, has to drive here to like Elmira Horseheads area, and
unless you want a shit meal, then you can get one in my town. But
yeah, exactly. So I that baffles my mind that you would even want to live somewhere where you had to drive. Well, how long does it take you to get here?
It takes me a little under an hour. But...
Okay, so why would you want to drive an hour to go to a restaurant or a movie or I don't know? Like the only thing you have
a package deal out of it. You go to dinner, The women like to go to the mall. You go see a movie. You make a day out of it.
You can't even buy liquor in your county. No, they still, believe it or not, people, they still have fucking dry counties out there, and he lives in one. You can't go to a store and buy beer. You have to go to a separate beverage center and buy it by like the case.
Yeah.
However, you can go to like Pizza Hut or something like that serves beer and buy a 6-pack to take home.
Yeah, you can actually buy a 6-pack at the bar and bring it home.
I don't fucking understand that. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Like, why not sell in the store, but you can sell it at the bar to take home? So, well, you're already fucking loaded. Why don't you take this one to drink on the way home? It doesn't make any fucking sense to me at all. It's the most backwards fucking state ever.
That's how we do it in PA.
That's how we do it in PA. How to do it in PA, I tell you what, you done some bitch. How PA rolls. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess we were just shooting the shit, and I hope that was at least remotely entertaining. So, thanks for watching. I'll upload again. Rate, comment, subscribe if you would like. Have a good one.